joining with us today for the first time, let me introduce what Tech Symphony is. So, Tech Symphony is a webinar series which is organized by the Electronics and Computer Science Club of University of California. So, this Electronics and Computer Science Club, it is consist with the undergraduates who are studying the degree program Electronics and Computer Science. So today we are having the we are having this session on electronics. As we previously had some sessions on computer science, so today we are having the session on electronics. Well, today we are going to learn about IoT and embedded systems. So to conduct this session, we found the perfect individual who can lead you guys throughout this session. So I would like to invite Mr. Udara Kumarasena, founder at Protonest, and also he holds the Fiverr's Choice status as well. So I would like to invite once again Mr. Udara Kumarasena to conduct the session on IoT and embedded systems.
Hello, Tulani. Hello.
Hello.
I'm audible?
Yes,
okay.
We can hear you.
Okay. So, shall I share my screen? Okay, you can see the screen, right?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay. So, yeah. Shall I start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, actually, my name is Udara Kumarasena, and actually, I'm engineering. I did my bachelor's degree on electrical and electronic engineering. And when I was an undergraduate, I was able to do freelancing. And now, after the degree, I was able to start my company, Protonest, in which we do IoT prototyping. And we have clients through Fiverr, as well as through our social media as well. We are having clients around the world. So in here, I'm going to mainly discuss about how you can use your knowledge on electronics and embedded systems in order to make use of it. I mean, even when you are an undergraduate, you can use your knowledge in order to do projects, as well as you can just do freelancing using your knowledge. So I'm basically, even though the name suggests that it's electronic engineering, actually I'm talking about how you can use that knowledge in order to do freelancing and go beyond that. So yeah, so you can contact me through LinkedIn if you need, and you can. I have shared the QR code as well. Yeah, basically in this webinar, I'm going to discuss about how I transit from an undergraduate to be a freelancer. And next, I will talk about how the strategies I used and the key milestones in my journey. And I'm going to share about some lessons I learned in the process. So before doing freelancing, actually in during Corona period, I was able to get together with some colleagues and start some projects on IoT. So through that, I was able to get a huge understanding about IoT, and I was able to, I think we won the runners up on the sell IoT as well, using our project. So from 2020, I was able to start the projects with on IoT, and prior to being a freelancer, actually I was when you're doing freelancing, I mean, I'm just focusing in the next point. I'm focusing on Fiverr and any other thing. It is better if you can make a different market. So when I was starting Fiverr, on electronics engineering category, it was new to Fiverr, the electronics engineering. So for Fiverr, it is a new part. So the competition was less, and I think that was a benefit for me when I was starting. So starting on I started Fiverr on on 2021. I had my first order, and from there on, actually it grew step by step. And now I have done like 170 plus projects on Fiverr, and currently also I'm having that Fiverr's choice badge, and basically when you are a beginner, you need to get risk. I mean, when I was doing Fiverr in the I mean, when I was beginning, I had to take a lot of risks. I mean, some orders were there that I don't know what it is, but I accepted it, and I learned about it, and I did it. Likewise, you need to get that risk, and you need to have that gut in order to be a successful freelancer. But I think if you need to work hard, even though you take that risk, and you need to work hard on that. And in the beginning, it is really it is not a easy task, but when you go forward, it is easy. So actually, when I'm talking about this, you can just disturb me anytime and ask any question. It's no problem about it. So yeah. Another thing that I'm going to talk about when starting my journey, you need to the customer communication is the best part. When a customer texts you and asks for any thing, you need to be transparent. I mean, you need to be honest about what to say, and you need to set the expectations, and you need to make the confidence that I mean, between the client and yourself, that is built using communication. So if the client is, I mean, if the client is I mean, confidence about you, so it will be that 80% sure that you will get the order. So yeah, and the trust between you and the client is very important, and you need to keep that client, and I mean, through building the trust, you can keep the client, and you will get the repeat business. So likewise, you can do it. So this is relatable even you are not using Fiverr and you are using another freelancing platform like Freelancer or something like that. So you can use any platform, but the key principle stays the same. So you need to make the trust between the client and you. So when I was beginning my journey, I had this problem solving approach for every client. So basically when I was when a client talk to me, I just solve the problem that the client has. So you need to be like that in order to attract that client. So helping the client before selling any service or product is the most important thing you need to do. So and after that, after you help the client, the client will get the confidence of working with you, and you can provide your value for that solution. So if it is like a 5 to 10 minutes task, I will do it. I mean, before getting the order, I will do that. So likewise, you need to help the client first. And I mean, if you are not comfortable about doing the task, you can just say that you can't do it. It's totally fine. And but you need to uh, have that problem solving approach when going for any solution. I mean, if every client comes with a problem, and you need to solve that problem using that logical thinking. So you need to have that in order to be a successful freelancer in electronics as well as any other field. So the pricing strategy I used at the beginning was I just used some competitive initial pricing, and I didn't use high values in the beginning, and I increased the rate. I mean, I increased the rate step by step with the reputation. The reputation on freelancing means the feedbacks you receive. So if you are getting higher feedbacks, I mean, if you are getting good feedbacks, you can increase the rate, and there will be many clients for you to sell it. So uh, actually, you need to keep up the quality as well. If you deliver anything, you need to keep up the quality in every project you do. So that is a key point you need to understand. So the quality and the workflow is very important, and you need to treat every customer the same. So you cannot reduce the standards. You need to maintain them. So and it is better if you can just make some workflows, and just like let's say the client comes up with a smart refrigerator. So if the client comes up with that, you need to have if the client just says that he needs a smart refrigerator, you need to have that you need to create that workflow. Actually, talking about my workflow, I just first when the client gives me the issue, I just tell them that these are my solutions. I mean, I'm just giving you that component list, circuit diagrams. If we need a PCB, I can make it. So the code and testing. So likewise, the workflow should be smooth, and you need to have that workflow when doing freelancing. So the consistency, you need to maintain the consistency throughout every project. So those are some important points you need to have in mind. So this is really important. Even you're doing freelancing or finding a job on electronics, you need to have the online presence. So you can use Medium or something like that to post your blogs. I mean, blogs means you can just even you are doing any project, you face issues. So you can it's like you're helping someone who face the same issue. So if someone like if you are facing that issue and you post a article on that. If another person face it, he can just refer that article and solve that issue. And that also talks about you. So it gives you it automatically promotes you. Yeah, even if you are using your name as the medium name, it will make you a brand. So you can easily make a brand out of you. Or if you are having issues through any project, you can just post them on Medium or any social media like LinkedIn. You can easily use LinkedIn, and the media, sorry, Twitter. You can use Twitter for posting them. And uh, you need to show that you are an expertise in that subject, and you need to show your projects. You need to show what you do, and that's how you can market yourself. And you can, if you do these things, you will, even if you are not doing freelancing or you're not trying to make a startup, you can easily if you are finding a job also, you can just easily find a job if you have this online presence like this. So it is really important. So, and also it is important to engage in community discussions. So it means like you can just uh, I mean join any group on LinkedIn or any social media, or you can have a discussion with the people who are having the same interest as per yours. So it will make you develop really, I mean, you will be developed at a great level. So and you can share the insightful and good content as well. And yeah, so if you are having a community, you can just physically talk with them. And it's like you are in this webinar also, you are having a considerable number of people, so you can get together and talk about this, and you can share the knowledge. And that it is really important. So having discussions about the same set of people who are having the same mindset as per yours is really important. So engaging in community discussions, I really recommend you to do this and see the results. Um, and this is really important, the client interaction strategies. When a client talks to you, you can first thing I do is first solve the problem, the main problem that he has, and I ask him to come for a Zoom meeting. And I talk with that person. And I just use my and I just tell that solution I have for that problem. So the interaction, you can use Zoom or any other platform. And in Fiverr you only can use Zoom. You cannot use any other thing according to the guidelines they have. So you can use that. And that I mean, that interaction is really important. And when talking with a client, you need to have uh, a proper attire and a good background, and that really talks about you. So if you are having a good background and a good attire, that gives the first impression for that client. So you need to think about that as well. And through that, you can really boost the conversion rates. So I recommend these tips for you when you are doing any freelancing activity, not in Fiverr, in any place. You can use these strategies. So through the communication, I added again another slide, since this is really important. When talking about when talking with the client, you need to have a clear communication with the client. So I mean, you need to convince the idea you have in a clear way that the client can understand. So I think it is really important. You can improve this by actually on freelancing platforms. You need to know more about. I mean, you need to have a great understanding about using the English language. So you can improve that language through YouTube videos and any other thing. I mean, you can just use. I mean, uh, there are some tools as well in order to improve your language. So talking, it's really important for you to improve the language. So it is very easy for you to go for the next step. I mean, it is really, I think it is the most important thing. You need to have the proper communication. So when talking with the client, actually you need to first come to a comfort zone with the client. Directly we cannot go for the project. So we need to talk with him or her uh, and come to a comfort zone. Coming to a comfort zone means you can just ask about the weather and any other thing. I mean, anything you can ask from the client, and just make a comfort zone, or any other thing like sports. Can just ask and just have a cool conversation with the client at the beginning. So after that, you will be very confident to speak with the client. So it's really important. That's why I added that point as well. And understanding the needs of the client is also really important. When the client tells something, if you don't understand, you can just ask it again. And it's really important to have that clear mindset. And you need to understand the requirement really well in order to give a solution. So that is really important. And these are the things that I need to tell you about the communication part. And the lessons I learned, and I mean, reflecting on my journey, I think the first thing that you need to do is getting the right knowledge about electronics. So actually, you need to have you can get the knowledge. You are an undergraduate, so you are getting the knowledge from the university, as well as you can use YouTube videos and anything, and you can sharpen your knowledge. That is the most important thing before starting anything. So you can use the courses on Coursera and some other things, and also Udemy. And also you can get together with some colleagues, and you can participate in competitions. So there are some competitions, SLIOT, and some other competitions are there. You can just participate in them. It is very important to have the knowledge about uh, I mean, you need to have the experience. You are getting the experience by doing the projects. So you need to have that. And you need to have uh, as, as I told you, the honesty. You need to be very honest with the client. And the problem solving ability and the communication part. Those are the main parts that I need to discuss. Yeah. So those are things. And one thing I missed, which is even though you are targeting IoT, at the beginning, I mean, if you are passionate about electronics, you can use, I mean, uh, you can participate on competitions like robotics competitions. So it will sharpen your knowledge, as well as it is a great experience for you to have to sharpen that knowledge. So you can participate on SLRC and exotics like competition. So it will be really helpful for you. So I need to get feedback from you, and I need this time is dedicated for answering your questions. So please ask any question if you have. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear
Hello.
you, sir. We see a one hand raised. Manupa Samara Vikrama, you can go ahead and ask the question.
Thank you, Udara. I would like to learn. So I hope you're an idea. I'm 22. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm curious to know like what sort of projects that you get in Fiverr freelancing, and like what does so I have kind of an idea about how a web development project looks like, but I'm very curious to learn how a IoT and IoT project looks like in Fiverr.
You have experience on what? I didn't get.
Web development.
Sorry, web development. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm doing IoT, and what do you need me to tell?
Like so in the web development, so we have to, let's say the client comes to us with a website that they want to build, or some software idea they have in their mind for us to build. So what do clients come to you to build? So are they like what do they want you to build?
Yeah. So are you asking about the IoT or your web development part?
Yeah, for your IoT stuff, I'm asking when
Yeah.
clients come to you for IoT, what sort of projects you get? What kind of
Yeah.
things you
So for IoT, it's like basic dashboards. Um, you know that what is IoT, right? So it's like connecting. You can connect every device in your background, in your surrounding to internet. So so basically, what I mostly get is dashboards and simple dashboards for prototypes. And if you are interested in it, and you have the knowledge on web development as well, so you can easily make a gig on based on IoT, and add that you are making web applications for IoT prototypes or something like that. So I think there will be a lot of work for you if you make such a gig.
can get?
Okay. One person is asking what are the things we can do on Fiverr other than designing PCBs. I think you can do anything if you are having the knowledge on electronics. You can design the system, the whole system. When we talk about IoT, it includes uh, the web development part, the mobile app development part, as well as the electronics part. the electronics part, one part in the electronics is PCB. So other things, I mean the coding part, the firmware design for that PCB, and the component selection, it is really important. And simple circuit diagrams for prototypes. So those are the things that you can do for in order to I mean related to electronics. I think through ChatGPT, I think most of I think all of you need to get that ChatGPT Premier package if you are able to get it. I think it will make you to the next level through anything you do. So I'm just requesting it. Yeah, through that you can just make a I mean a web app as well, simple web dashboard through ChatGPT. So likewise, you can learn. You have many sources to learn. You only need to have that courage to do that. Is there any other question? Ask any question related to the subject.
Udara,
Yeah.
actually, IoT and electronics is a kind of physical development, right? So that once we are doing physical development at the as a service, so what kind of services you are you are giving for the clients? As if they ask for the circuit, are you delivering it, or are you giving only the PCB design for them?
Yeah, actually, I'm doing the both. So if the client is client needs the hardware tested here, I'm just designing the PCB and ordering it through the PCB way or something, next PCB or any manufacturer, and I make it here. And some there are some most of the clients just require the design, and I have done many projects via uh, Zoom. I mean, I am designing it and I'm sending the instruction manual and circuit diagrams and the component list, everything, and I am connecting with that person from through Zoom, and I'm instructing each and every step to do. So you can charge for that as well. Actually, you can charge per hour if you are making that consultation through Zoom. So that is also an option, and some clients prefer making it here and sending it.
Thank you.
One person is asking, I haven't any knowledge about IoT and embedded systems. Please give any introduction to start, give a path to gain about IoT PCB design. Yeah, so you can use any you can use a course. So when I started mobile app development, actually I didn't know anything about mobile app development. So I started a course on 2021 or 2020, and I did it for 2 months, and now I can develop mobile apps through Flutter. I mean, I have developed advanced apps as well, working in teams. So likewise, you need to find a proper course first to get the basics about IoT and embedded systems. So there are so many courses on, you can get cheap courses from Udemy, and you can use Coursera as well. And through YouTube, you can get that rough knowledge about it. There are so many videos you can use. So you can use those sources in order to get the knowledge. Is there any other question? One person is asking methodology to resolve problem related to circuit design. Problem. What sort of problem you're asking? The question is not clear. Can you speak up and clear that? Yeah, websites to learn embedded systems through practical simulation. You can use Tinkercad. And there are some other options as well. Just Google IoT simulations or electronic simulations. You will get many. One thing I need know is Tinkercad. Yeah, edge computing is really important since the it is really important to get the bigger task from the cloud to an edge. So it will be a huge opportunity for uh, anyone to learn about how edge computing works. So it is I mean, you can run in nowadays you can run ML models as well. So you can, it is a really important thing you need to learn when you're learning IoT. What are the latest frameworks related to IoT applications? Actually, I don't have the knowledge to answer that.
Sir, I am a beginner to Fiverr.
Okay.
So can I know when I negotiate with the customer, how I determine the timeline for the project, and also I want to know how can I give a competitive price as a beginner.
Yeah. So as a beginner, you need to start with a small price. So when I was starting, I started with $5, and now my lowest is 90. So likewise, you need to start with the lower price. Uh, there's a minimum value on Fiverr to start. You need to stay with that, and you need to do 1 or 2 projects and get a good feedback by doing it. If it is a large project, you can't do it. I mean, for a low cost, you are not able to do it. So don't do like that. But if it is a small project, if it takes like 1 to 2 days, you can just do 1 to 2 projects and increase the amount after that. And what was the first question?
My first question was how I determine the timeline for the project.
Yeah. So when I determining the time, what I do is I just ask the client how long what is the timeline of the project? Is there any specific timeline or something like that? So if he tells that there's no specific timeline for a large project, it depends. I mean, uh, if you have a lot of work, you cannot do it tomorrow and deliver it. So it is coming to that waiting list. So I'm just delaying it after that final work I have. So likewise, if you are having a couple of orders, you can just if it is a small task like getting readings from the sensors and sending it to the cloud, so you can just say 3 days and give you 100%. So likewise, you can do it. In the at beginning, I added like 3 days for delivery. What programming languages or tools do you recommend for someone looking to start a career in IoT? Yeah, it is a good question. So basically, if you have knowledge on C++, I think any language is easy for you. I mean, if I come to Python from C++, it will be so easy for you. So most of the IoT devices are run using.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry, Siri got triggered. So you can use. I mean, most of the devices, the IoT devices, you can program through C++ and C and Arduino language. Most of the time, you can easily code on Arduino if you know C++. Okay, so C is a little bit harder, but uh, some clients ask for C. So first, you can learn about C and then go to Arduino and Python. So I recommend it since C++ is something at the middle. So if you have the knowledge about it, you can go either way to Python or something like that, or to C or Java or something like that. So learning the basic concepts on programming is really important. Yeah. The tool, he's asking about the tools as well. The main tool I use is Arduino IDE and Visual Studio Code. Those are the tools. And also, if you are planning to do mobile app development, you can use Flutter framework, which is similar as the language is Dart, but similar to C++. So I recommend you to learn C++, and from there you can go either way. Okay, so I will give you a simple project. I tell you. So let's take a smart refrigerator. So smart refrigerator in here in there in some countries there are some refrigerators like rooms. So in one room there's a the whole part is a refrigerator. So we are connecting a sensor, temperature sensor here, and in another room, and like there are 5 rooms. So let's say the person, the requirement of that person is the person needs to get the readings from each refrigerator to a mobile app, and the person can set the threshold for the temperature. I mean, if the threshold reaches 50 to I mean not 50, like when -20 -10 to 0, that is a threshold. So if the threshold is reached, we can set an alarm, and the person with the mobile app can see the threshold and see the current temperature, and check whether the all of them are in the all of them are under the threshold. So we can make an alarm as well, and likewise, that is one thing, very simple example. And another thing I can tell you is it's really interesting. It's for people who are snoring. If I did a project when a person is snoring, it detects from a mobile app through machine learning. The mobile app runs the model, and the mobile app is connected to a pillow. The person is on the pillow, person said. So when the mobile app detects a snoring sound, the pillow is expanded. So the connection between the pillow and the mobile app is through Bluetooth. So the communication method is also important. So you need to have some knowledge about communication as well. Some communication protocols like MQTT, Wi-Fi, cellular, and Bluetooth, LoRa. So likewise, you need to have some knowledge about short length communication as well as long distance communication. So the communication part on IoT is also really important. No, I don't have knowledge about VHDL and FGPA.
Sir, sir, when you are developing a IoT app, what database?
Yeah. So basically, as a starter, you can use Firebase. And when you are making an industrial one, or you need to consider, you need to customize the you need to run a process at the back end. You can make a custom backend using Node.js, and have your own database, like an SQL database. So as a beginner, I recommend you to use Firebase as the database, and connect it with a mobile app. So if you can use some, to make a mobile app, you can use MID app inventor or something like that as well, if you are a beginner. And there's something called Blink, so that is also an option for you. And also, if you are using LoRa for communication, you can use TTN. Yeah, those are the things you can use. Another thing, it's similar to Firebase. You can use MongoDB as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any other question? Job opportunities. So if you have knowledge about IoT and electronics, you will get many job opportunities, not in Sweden, or not, and not only in Sweden, in anywhere in the world. So there is a huge market for you, and if you have the knowledge about it, I think very few know about the software side, like web development and that part, as well as the electronics. So web development, mobile development, and electronics, those everything is needed to be a to make a IoT device, IoT system. So the I can guarantee that you will get a very good job if you are able to learn IoT. Challenges. So Actually, when you are asking about, I think the things that will you're asking about the sustainability factor, right? So yeah, so before doing any project, even it is IoT or not, you need to think about that sustainability factor. So uh, I mean, if an IoT project is needed, and if a client comes to you and the client is have done that part, I mean the sustainability analysis. So it means like uh, if you don't need a device or something like that for a purpose, I mean if that can be done manually with ease, with a lower cost and with ease, why do you need an IoT device? So that part is really important. I mean, when you are doing it, the cost is something you need to cater. So before making any project, you need to do analysis about the sustainability of this project. So the project needs to give a more easy way to I mean the project needs to be make the people more easy to do, make the work of the people easy. So yeah, uh, likewise you need to make a sustainability report before doing any project. Yeah, jobs on robotics and AI field, in the future you will get many jobs for robotics and AI field. For robotics, if you have the knowledge about the algorithms, the hardware part and those things, you will get uh, good jobs. The market is huge in the future for robotics and AI. The combination is also important, and there will be so many jobs for them.
Sir, which type of microcontrollers are used for some big projects?
Yeah, so there are some models on in ESP32. So there are in the latest the best model that we can use is S3. I mean, if you are using an ESP32, you can use, I mean, if the project does some critical processing parts, you can select S3, and in there you can just select the RAM as you you can select a higher RAM in S3. So for uh, for higher tasks you can use that, and if you are doing smaller things, you can use Nano and Arduino Uno. So for low projects that needs low processing power, you can go for them. And for AI related tasks, you can go with Jetson Nano and Raspberry Pi. The if you are using Vision or something like that, it is better if you can go with Jetson Nano. Yeah. Actually, you need to do a proper analysis about your task and what you select. First, you need to list down what functionalities that needs to be performed by the microcontroller, and you need to select the ESP32 according to that. So you can go with STM32 as well. It is powerful as well. So first you need to if you are using graphics, you need to you need to consider that as well. I mean, if you are using a display, you need to consider that likewise. That when you use a display, you need to have a powerful microcontroller with the graphical capacity. Is there any other question? Hello.
It seems we are not having any questions, so
Okay.
we have a question, sir.
Okay. How do we approach the development and debugging process in embedded system? Yeah, so like I said earlier, you need to have a workflow in order to develop the process. Develop the first you need to select the components, make the circuit diagram, and before making the component list, you need to analyze the functionalities. So after finalizing the functionalities, you can make a component list and buy the components and make the circuit diagram and do testing with the circuit diagram and make the firmware code. And when that works, you can design a PCB and after making the PCB and you can test further with the, I mean, if you are using, if you are in the project, if there is any mobile app or web app, you can develop that as well and just test it again and again. I mean, the iterative way you can find bugs in the hardware part and the code at as well as the software web app or mobile app. So you can just use the Scrum methodology. So it's like if you find a list of bugs, you sort it and you test it again, you run it, and you will get another set of bugs. You solve it and again run it. Likewise, that's how the development and the debugging process works. Any foreign magazines to which you are currently referring? Actually, you can use, you don't, I don't know why you're asking on Google, as well as when you need to get any knowledge, you can just use, as I told earlier, ChatGPT is a really important tool you can use if you need to get knowledge. So actually, if you need to get updated, you can follow some top voices on LinkedIn and related to IoT, and they are posting the updates related to IoT. So you can just get the knowledge. I mean, you can get updated with them, and as well as um, there are groups on LinkedIn. You can just follow them and get the knowledge. Is there any other question? Seems like there's no question.
So shall we end the session, sir?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to thank Mr. Udara Kumarasena for joining with us today and giving out some valuable insights of his experiences. So once again, thank you very much, dear sir. And we have a virtual token of appreciation for you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for joining with us. And I would like